Hi, my name is Jake Davey, and in this video I want to show you how you can start making money on Instagram even if you don't have a product or service right now. One of the biggest challenges that people have, one of the biggest things that holds them back, especially when they want to get started with an online business, is that they think, well, I don't have a product, I don't have a service, I can't get started yet. Does that sound familiar? Well, if it does, today's video is definitely for you. If you use this strategy, what I'm about to share with you, it will allow you to start generating an income very, very quickly. It means that you are in a foolproof space that guarantees there is going to be an audience that is ready to buy from you. It means you're not going to be shipping and selling things that are outdated, and it also means that you don't have to wait until a product or service has been created. You can actually start getting results straight away. If you don't use this, then chances are you're going to be still fumbling around, looking to try and make the next sale here, the next sale there. Probably you're stuck in that perfection area where you're trying to make the course perfect, the service perfect, the things absolutely perfect before you get out and start sharing them. And maybe when you do get to the marketing stage, your energy is low, your excitement is low, and you think, why did I do all this in the first place? Maybe you're not even that excited about your product by the time you get to the marketing. Now, if that sounds strange or if that sounds familiar, either way, this video is definitely for you. So let's dive in. I want to show you right now why having a product isn't necessarily the answer to being able to generate sales and build a profitable business with Instagram. Let's dive in. All right, so let's just take this example. If you've ever created a course before, or if you've ever written a book, they're actually pretty similar in kind of the way that this structure and the way that this process goes. So let's say that, and just, let's say you've written a book, or let's say you've created a course. I've never written a book, so I can't comment on that, but I have created a course, a few, and so I kind of understand the process behind that and what that looks like. This is our little graph here. On the left-hand side, we have energy. Okay, and at the bottom we have time. Now, when you launch a course, or in fact, maybe the better question is, how many of you right now feel satisfied with the financial returns of your book or your course? Okay, how many of you feel satisfied right now with the financial returns of your book or your course? Chances are not many. Okay, chances are not many. When we do these sessions live and we ask people about this, it's like 1 in 100, if that, right? If that. And here's the reason why, right? Here's exactly the reason why. Because where do most people start creating their course, or where do most people start writing their book? Let me put it at the top here, course or book. Where do people start doing it? Well, of course, they start doing it in the early days, the actual creation of that book and the writing of that book or the creation of that course happens here. It happens early in the journey, right? When their energy is at its highest. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait to get this course created. Oh, I can't wait to get my book. I've got this really good idea. I've got this great thing that I'm going to be able to share with people. And I'm super, super excited. My energy is high. I can't wait to get in there and start writing the chapters. I can't wait to get in there and start recording the video and such. And energy is high. And then what naturally happens is as time goes on and life happens, then the energy drops and you think, wow, this is actually taking out. Actually, I need those fancy recording programs, and that's going to cost me a lot of money. Oh, actually, can I really write? Oh, my computer's crashed, okay? And then suddenly our energy really drops. And then you continue, and then it goes on for a few weeks. And by the way, this can be weeks, this could be months, weeks or months that you're creating this thing. And if this is your main if you're creating a course to then go and sell, how much income, by the way, is coming at this point? How much income has come in? If you're writing a book, or if you're creating a course in this period, it's not finished yet, how much income has come in that period? Days or weeks or months? You know already. Zero, right? Absolute zero. And we carry on a bit, and then eventually you get your book to, say, the editor, and they say, really, is that the best you can do? And, oh, my word. Or, again, maybe you've created your course, and then you've had a couple of days, and you think, oh, the recording sounds really good. Then you go back to the recording, and you realize that you forgot to record the audio. All right, or that your children are running around in the background, and you think, oh, nightmare. Or that the slides aren't really good enough, and you want to go back and rebrand them again. And then eventually, finally, time goes and you think, finally, it's done, it's finished. And we don't think it's finished, I can't wait to get it out anymore. Why not? Because where is our energy? It's not high where it was when we first started. It is way down here. We think, oh, I can't even look at that now. I wouldn't put that book out now. I wouldn't write that book again. I wouldn't create that course again. Well, of course you wouldn't. Because in the time frame that it's taken you to get from here to here, you've changed. Okay, your knowledge has changed, your experience has changed, your expertise has changed, your interests have changed, your values have changed. The world has probably changed, depending on how long it's taken to get these things out. All right, it's absolutely crazy. And when do people start marketing? Like, when do people actually start marketing their book or their course or their program or their product? When do they start doing it? You know when they start doing it. Here, once it's finished. Okay, this is the normal way to sell your product or sell your book or sell your course. That's the normal way. People say, oh, that's totally normal. Yeah, I've written the whole thing and now actually I'm going to try and sell it. Okay, I've created the whole course and now I'm going to try and sell it. When your energy is at rock bottom, when suddenly you're not as convinced by that course that you've put together, because actually, is it really that good? Is it really good enough? I'm not so sure. And then we try and market it. No wonder people don't want to buy it. No wonder we don't have the energy to get out there. No wonder there is a graveyard of products, of books, of courses that have never seen the light of day. And the misleading thing that people will say is, build a course. Then you can sit back and relax and put your feet up and you'll never have to work again. Now, in some ways that's true. Okay, I have to say that the course that I have is some of the best leverage ever. Okay, there is nothing more satisfying than having a course, not even, almost in some ways forgetting you've got a course and seeing income come in and sales come in, even when you're asleep, right? There's nothing better than that. I'm not going to pretend that's not the case. But there are ways of creating a course. There are ways of writing a book that I would highly recommend just to shift slightly. This is the normal way. So let me ask you a question. When would be a better way to actually start, or when would be a better time to actually start marketing your course? When would be the best time to start marketing your course and selling your course? Is it when your energy is low or is it when your energy is high? It's going to be when your energy is high, right? This here is the best time to market and sell your course, your M&S, your marketing and sales. Doesn't mean anything else except for marketing and sales. That's the best time to do it because your energy is at its highest. You are most excited about this. And if you share that level of excitement with people in your marketing, then that is far and away the best way to do it. And you might say, well, Jake, I can't possibly sell something that isn't created. Oh, really? I couldn't possibly sell something that hasn't yet been done. Really? Have you heard of these two words? Pre-sale? If you have a book, you put it on pre-sale. If you have a book, you can test if people actually want it by putting it on pre-sale and finding out, do they actually want to buy this stuff, yes or no? Because if they don't want to buy it, you don't need to write it. Okay? If this is obviously if this is a book for you, if it's a personal book, that's fine. Write it. But if it's a book that actually you want to get out there and start generating an income from, people will buy what they want, not what we think they need. And so you could put the book on pre-sale, you can see if people order it, and then you go and write the book based on the fact that people actually want it. What about a course? Well, again, you can pre-sell the course, and then you deliver your course live. Only, therefore, do you deliver the course once it's been sold. Now, you might be sat there thinking, I couldn't do that. Wouldn't work for my business. Wouldn't work for me. It will. Okay, these are excuses, these are reasons that we put in the way of actually being able to generate the income and the sales first. We say it's different for me. My business is different. This won't work. I have to create the course before I then go and sell it. That's fine. But then you also have to wait this amount of time to get paid. Possibly longer, possibly never. All right, this is not Field of Dreams. It's not a case of build it and they will come. We have to build it and then market it and they will come. But I would suggest go the other way around. Market it, then build it. Because that's how you're going to generate the income. And I know this sounds, maybe I'm getting very excited here and animated, but the amount of people who will say, I can't get started because I don't have a product. I can't do this because I don't have a program. I couldn't possibly do this because I haven't got an offer or a product or a service or a program or a course or a book. And the reality is you can. Okay? One of the things, and I mentioned this before, you can't do it because you don't have an offer. You need an offer. Okay? But an offer is not a product. An offer is not a book. An offer is not a course. You can do all these things with an offer alone. Because if the offer is engaging enough, if the offer is attractive enough, if the offer is the thing that people actually want, then they will pay for it. and then you can deliver it. And there is no program, no course, no training that can't first be bought and then you can deliver live. Or if you really don't want to deliver it live, then pre-record it in the days after somebody buys it. But actually get paid for creating the course rather than paying paying with time and with money to actually be able to create the course before you sell it. Okay, I can't emphasize this enough. And so you're not disadvantaged by not having a product. You are not disadvantaged if you do not have a service at this time. You are not disadvantaged. In some ways, you might even have the advantage because you're not tied to your product. You're not tied to the product. Products are generic. Products expire. Okay, a simple example, if you're in the weight loss space, let's say in weight loss or health and fitness and such, then the product you bring out, the program you might bring out, might be the Summer Beach Body. The Summer Beach Body is great. People want the Summer Beach Body in spring and in summer, but they don't want the Summer Beach Body in autumn and winter. They want the New Year body. They want the new thing. They want the next thing. They want the next product. We have to keep coming out with these products and products and products and products and products. Okay, and I'm not hating on products. I have products. Okay, they are very, very valuable. However, they are not the be all and end all, and they're not the thing that's actually stopping you from moving forward. We don't focus on the product, we focus on the solution. Products are generic, solutions are specific. Products will expire, solutions are timeless. People have wanted to lose weight for as long as we know, okay? As long as we know, at least in modern society. People have wanted to earn more money, continuously, ongoing. People want to be happier, ongoing. And do you know what? This will continue into the future. If you fast forward 100 years into the future, 200, 500 years into the future, unless something radical changes, people are still going to want more money. People are still going to want to be healthier. People are still going to want to be happier. These things are not going to change. So don't get kind of tied into and locked into the idea that we need a product and we can't move forward without a product. Of course you can. We focus on the solution instead because people want the solution. They will pay for the solution. They will pay very good money if you can provide the solution that they are actually looking for. And so where do you actually start? There is no reason why not having a product is the reason for you not to start. You focus on the marketing first. Still, people will come to us and say, I couldn't possibly buy this because I don't have, I couldn't possibly, join, a program around building my audience on Instagram. I couldn't possibly start building an audience on LinkedIn. I couldn't possibly start marketing myself and my business. There's no way that I could possibly go and do these things because I don't have a product or service. And the truth is you can. Because you start by building the audience. You actually build the audience first. The first thing you want to do is build the audience. And you build the audience in a space where there are problems and solutions. Where people have problems and they have solutions. If you really don't know what that is, then go with health or wealth or happiness. And if you can't choose between those three, go with wealth. Go with online marketing. Because if you're watching this video right now or listening to this audio right now, then you are interested enough to understand the importance of and how to start building wealth. And so you can do exactly the same teaching other people or learning about it and then understanding how you can help other people, right? And so you are not disadvantaged in any way if you don't have a product, if you don't have a program, if you don't have a course. The marketing comes first. Build your audience first. You can sort out the product or the solution and get very, very clear on that whilst you're building the audience. Building the audience is one of the harder things to do. So why not get that done first, understand what people want, okay? Learn actually and let them tell you what specifically they want. Build that audience. That is the hardest thing to do. Unless you have guidance, unless you have support, unless you have a specific framework that shows you how to build an audience, then you will struggle with that. And therefore, there will never be people to buy that product. So instead, learn how to actually market more effectively. Learn how to position yourself online as an authority. Learn how to offer products and services. Learn how to get in front of the right people. Learn how to solve problems. Learn how to build that presence so that you therefore have an audience that are ready to start buying from you again and again and again. Okay? I can't emphasize this enough. Now is the best time to get started building your online business. If you're already on the journey, great, keep it going. If you haven't yet started, now is the time to start. Okay, and focus on the marketing first. Focus on the marketing and the sales first. Whilst your energy is at its highest, whilst you're most excited, the products will come. That's fine. The income will definitely come. Okay, you can make money before you have a product. You can make money before you have a book. You simply need an offer that is attractive to people. You need to find an audience of people who have problems and you can provide solutions and start to offer solutions. That is it. It is as simple as that. Now, if this has made sense, if this has been useful, if this has been valuable, please leave a comment below. If this applies to you, if you'd be like, Jake, you're literally talking to me, please let me know. Comment below. I would love if you would join this and subscribe. I do greatly appreciate it. And I would love to know more about what you're doing right now in your online business. To help you get started with your marketing, go ahead and check out one of the videos. It will be around the screen, which is the perfect content strategy for this year. Okay, go and check out the content strategy we're using right now, and you can start building your audience and growing massively using this strategy. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. All the best. Bye for now.